Hello everybody. Alright, welcome back to Sweetheart Books. I am an eBay bookseller that specializes in new and used books, as well as new and used comic books and pop figures and action figures and things of that sort. So this is my third video that I'm doing today, and it is basically explaining why I decided to open up a used/new bookshop on eBay. So I have been living here for going on 5 years now, and one of the things that I actually did was I started buying a lot of books, and I bought them because I'm a big bibliophile. I absolutely love to buy books and to read them. And what I do with my books is I turn them to where you see the pages instead of the spine to indicate they have not been read, and then I will turn them over to the spine to indicate that they have been read. So, yeah. So, because I've got so many books, because I've got so many comic books, because I've got very, very nice conditioned pop and action figures, I decided to get rid of them by selling them on eBay. And the thing about it is that I have always wanted to be a bookseller. I get pleasure from posting what books I've got. I love the idea of having a place I can go. I don't gotta pay rent, I don't gotta pay utilities, none of that type of stuff, to where I can sell my merchandise and earn money. And probably enough money to where I can, live pretty comfortably. I like the idea of having an online bookstore. Bookstores are so important to people's lives, and I think they are something that should be, cuddled and loved and all that type of stuff. And I also decided to post my content both on TikTok and Clapper to reach a wider audience, to get those sales, to get rid of the merchandise, and to get them inside homes of people that would definitely appreciate it and everything. So I like the idea of having that. I like the idea of being able to talk to customers. And like last night, I got a message from the lady that bought the Witches, the complete collection, and she wanted more photos. And I said, and when I got home and I did the photos and uploaded them onto eBay, I messaged her back and said, or he back and said, hey, I updated the listing, so check it out. So apparently they checked it out and they're like, oh yeah, we're good, we're satisfied with the condition, yeah, that you're selling it. So what I will actually do is, like, once a day I will actually go back and update my listing to have more angles so that I will get more sales and everything. But I'm hoping at some point in the future I can make Sweetheart Books a physical location. That would be really great. But for right now, as much as my finances will allow it, it's going to be eBay. Now, I think I mentioned this in the video, but once every other month I will actually go into a bookshop and buy the physical editions of some of the more popular authors. And I will say one of the big things about why I like the fact that TikTok is back is because BookTokers are going to be like, hey, I read this book and I really loved it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to write that down, and then I'm going to go on to Barnes & Noble and see if they actually have it. If they have it in the store, I will take a lift and go all the way out there just to pick up a couple copies of the book to put in my shop, because if they're talking about it now and I put in my shop now, it will sell now. And that is something that I think is so vitally important, is using the BookTok community to figure out what books will do well in your shop what books will bring back the most investment and all that type of stuff. So very, very happy about having TikTok back, because as a seller of new and used books, I really need those that particular kind of tools in my tool belt to actually make money. So yeah, and another thing, I will be getting some Witcher books in. I'm going to actually, next month, I'm going to order some Witcher books. I'm going to order I'm actually going to get 2 copies, once for me. Once for me. But I'm going to get 2 copies of The Witcher, and I'm going to sell them on my eBay store, because The Witcher is really popular now with the TV show. They're starting, I believe, the 3rd season. And of course, the new Witcher 4 that's coming out in a couple of years, and everything. And of course, next year, or not, well, this year, we're supposed to get the American version of his newest Witcher book. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm also going to be, despite controversy, I will be buying Brandon Sanderson books. Not all the time, but I will be stocking Brandon Sanderson as well, because he is one of the most popular authors in fantasy. And I am going to also be stocking some First Law books and everything. So I am actually going to be buying plenty of new stock from the bookstore. And as I said, I will be doing this every other month. I will probably do it only once next month. But in April, I will do it twice. So I will go to Barnes & Noble out there twice. And I will be looking at their books. And I'm actually going to use the eBay app to find out what people are selling this particular book for. And that way I know if it's going to be a deal or not to actually buy it. So anyways, I will end it here, and I will see you guys around.